So we're in Preston today, and we're going to do Route 1. Now the test centre is just there, so I'm going to do all my checks. I'm going to wait for this van to pull out. Flashing through, bless them. Right, so all my checks I am going to indicate because there's a cards about, and away we go. So what we're going to do, we're going to drive down this road, and at the T-junction we will be turning right. So recognise the junction. You can see the give way sign there, so there's a clue. So I'm going to check my centre mirror for speed and distance, right door mirror for anything overtaking, indicate right. Into second gear on the approach. Remember, tyres and tarmac. So if that car was to break down, we'd be able to get around it. When we get to the end of the road, have a look, right, left, right minimum. Again, there is a car coming, so I'm just going to let that car go through. So keep looking, right, left, right. Would I walk across this road? The answer is no, not at the moment. So it is a Saturday afternoon, so it might be a little bit busy. So that car's gone past. Would I walk across now? No, I wouldn't. And would I walk across now? Yes, I would. So when I get into the new road, I'm going to check my centre mirror for speed and distance of cars behind, right door mirror for anything overtaking us. We have got a white studded line here, so obviously we can't be overtaken. Then the hazard lines just become very long, so it is quite hazardous. As I scan ahead, we can see there's a warning sign of a bend, and we've got the chevrons telling us that bend, so it's going to be a tight bend. We've got a lorry coming past round the bend, so they would have gone a little bit wide because of the length of the lorry. So as I come to this tight bend, I'm going to go into second gear because I'm going to go less than 20, and then when we get to the T-junction, I'm going to turn left. So I'm going to check my centre mirror for speed and distance, left door mirror for pedestrians and cycles, indicate left, get all the way to the T-junction, fairly closed. I mean, it's not 100% closed, but fairly closed, and it's okay to go. And when we get to the roundabout, we're going to do a left first exit. So I'm going to check my centre mirror for speed and distance, left door mirror for pedestrians and cycles, indicate left. Would I jog across? Yes, I would. And then when we get to the main road, it looks like we're going to be turning right. So I'm going to check my centre mirror, right door mirror, indicate right. Now there's a designated lane, look, and at the moment it's on green. So okay, now we've stopped. Okay, it's in the back there. So all we got to do now is be patient. It looks like it's going to be some kind of four-way set of traffic lights, so we might be here for a while. So let's have a look, because I've never been here before. If we would have been going straight on, you see there's a 30-mile-an-hour speed limit sign on an amber background. Now an amber background means it's an accident hotspot. Okay, so you just got to be aware, but obviously we're turning right, going down this main road. Along these lights change, but when I did come into Preston, there was quite a large amount of traffic lights about. They do tend to be quite a long time, which we have to just cope with. It looks like we're going to be going very soon because the traffic in front is moving away, so I'm having a guess we might be next. So when we get into the new road, it looks like we're going to be taking an immediate left off the road. Come on, lights. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to think about getting my, I'm not going to do it yet, I'm not going to get my biting point yet. Don't want to sit with your biting point because you might burn your clutch. But most of that traffic now has lights. Okay, off we go, so it's gone to green. And then when we we get into the new road, I'm going to go over to the left hand side. I'm going to check my centre mirror for speed and distance cars behind, right door mirror, and we are going to be taking the next road on the left. So I'm going to check my centre mirror, left door mirror, indicate left, into second gear, get our clutch up and our pointed turn, round we go into this small little road. Now, could they do any manoeuvres down this road? And they might be able to do the one where you go onto the other side of the road and reverse 2 car lengths. Now there is a car coming off the drive there, but no danger to us. Now we've got cars parked on both sides here, so if there was a car to come the other way, no one would have priority. So what we would do would be defensive, or we'd be looking for passing points. So if we was to come here, he could go there, or we could come through. It's very tight here, so we've got less space, so we've got less speed. And as we go round, we can see there's water coming off the driveway, so I'm guessing someone was washing their car. And look, we got a 20 mile an hour speed limit. I mean, to be fair, you're not going to touch anywhere near 20 anyway with the amount of cars that are parked on this road and how narrow the road is. Now we've got double yellow lines on the left hand side, we've got pedestrians on the right hand side, we've got cars all the way down this one side, and it looks like we're going to be turning right at the end of this road. So what I'm going to do, I am going to check my centre mirror for speed and distance, right door mirror for anything overtaking, indicate right, go to our position for turning right. We can see where the giveaway lines are now. Fairly closed junction on the right hand side, open on the left. Now we've got cars parked on that right hand side, so we can't really see past them. So what I'm going to do, I'm edge it out a little bit. Looks like that car's turning, so we can use that as a blocker for the other traffic, and away we go. And in the new road, I'm going to check my centre mirror for speed and distance and right door mirror for anything overtaking. Now we have got cars on our side of the road because they've got no choice, because they're going past all these parked cars, so we've got less space, less speed. We are in a 30 mile an hour zone. We have got a bus stop on the left hand side, but there's no one in the bus stop, so we have got no dangers there. We've got cars parked on the left hand side, cars coming the other way, so the other cars should have priority, but it is fairly wide, so it's just a case of doing less space, less speed. And it looks like when we get to the set of traffic lights, we are going to be turning left. Now we have got a car reversing out, so just be defensive. And as we scan ahead, we can see there's a box junction, so we're not going to go into that box junction because our exit isn't clear. So we're just going to hold it back. Unlike the car in front, look, they're in the box junction, so they would actually fail the driving test there. And there's an actual white solid line there as well. There's a stop sign, so if that yellow, so that blue car there, he should have stopped, completely stopped before moving away, but he didn't, so that car would have failed their driving test as well. Oh dear. So when we do get to the set of traffic lights, we are going to be turning left. Preston doesn't seem to have that many roundabouts, to be fair. Most of the test centres I've done so far do have roundabouts, whereas Preston seems to have traffic lights instead. So I'm going to find my biting point, wait for a gap I can get through. Yes, I can. And then I'm going to check my centre left, indicate left, and then I'm still going to look, make sure there's no cars, because there might be a emergency vehicle coming through. And it looks like we're going to be turning left here, so I'm going to check my centre left mirrors, indicate left, going through this bridge. Looks like it could be a railway bridge, I'm guessing. Okay, so I'm back to green now, so I can check my centre left mirror there. Really need to indicate, because we can only turn left when we're in this lane. And then onto the new road, I'm going to check my centre and right door mirror. And it looks like we're coming to a mini roundabout. And we're following the road ahead, second exit, so I'm going to check my centre left mirrors. Into second gear. Now there is a car turning right, so obviously they've got priority. Would I walk across? Yes, I would. When I get to my point of no return, I am going to indicate. On most mini roundabouts, you don't have to indicate when you're coming off, because by the time you get to your point of no return, check your mirrors and signal you're off the roundabout anyway. We're going to be turning right. I'm guessing it's the set of traffic lights we'll be turning right at. So I'm going to recognise them. There they are. So I'm going to check my centre mirror for speed and distance, right door mirror for anything overtaking, indicate right now. They have been on green for a while, so I'm just going to be mindful I might have to stop. But now I've got to a stage where even if they was to change, I'd have to slam my brakes on, so I wouldn't do that, so I would continue. And then into the new road, I'm going to check my centre mirror for speed and distance, right door mirror for anything overtaken. We've got cars parked on both sides, we've got a car coming through, we've got a pedestrian walking out. Are they going to... Oh, we've got a pedestrian on the road. As we come round this corner, we've got a van that's parked on the double yellow lines. And then it looks like when we get to the main road, we are going to be turning right again at the traffic lights. So when we're in a big queue of traffic, what we've got to do, we've got to be tyres and tarmac. So we've got to be able to see the tyres of the car in front and a little bit of tarmac underneath. So if the car in front was to break down, it would be easy for us to get round. Whereas obviously if we was too close to that car in front, we'd have to then reverse to get back out if they broke down. And if a car behind us, obviously there's no car behind us at the moment, but if there was a car right up our back end, we wouldn't be able to move and we just get stuck. So it is on red still. So we've been driving 5-6 minutes or whatever it is, and we've come across 4 sets of traffic lights, 3 or 4 sets of traffic lights already. Traffic lights tend to make things slow down. It looks like it's another 4-way set of traffic lights here. Hopefully the weather will stay dry as long as it doesn't rain, because the camera on the top of the car will get wet and we'll have to cancel the test route. Looking in the mirror, how close is that car behind? It's fairly close, so I'm just going to be mindful of that. And off we go. I'll check my centre and right door mirror as we start to come round this parked vehicle. We are going to be turning right at the set of traffic lights. I'm going to check my centre right, indicate right, get into the designated lane for right. Oh, mister. He could have easily stopped for that, but he was probably just being impatient. So when we get to the set of traffic lights and it goes back to green, what we're going to do is get to our point of turn and then wait for a space where we would easily walk across. Because I don't think they're staggered, these sets of traffic lights. Don't think so. There's no green arrow as far as I can see. So I'm going to get away in first gear, because it looks like we'll be moving fairly soon, I reckon. So all this traffic is either no traffic or it's stopped going the other way, or the pedestrians have touched the button seat, so they're all moving, so it's just come to a grounding halt. So hopefully it'll be us next. And you can see it's gone to red on the other side there. So is it us next? Come on, traffic lights. Oh, no, it's staggered. Oh dear. So we're going to have to... Oh, and there's our queue to go. So we'll get to our point of turn. And then obviously this traffic's going to be turning that way. So I'm going to have to be waiting for all this traffic to clear, or it goes back to red and we'd still manoeuvre off. See, would we walk across? The answer is no at the moment. Edge it forward, because it looks like after this car we should be able to walk across. And there we are, we're able to walk across now. And then when we get into the new road, I'm going to check my centre mirror for speed and distance, right door mirror for anything overtaking us. And we're going to go over, it looks like we're going over the river. And we will be taking, it looks like the second road on the left. So I'm guessing this is the river that we're going over. And there's one, so it looks like we're taking the next road on the left. So into second, and we come. In the new road, we're going to be checking our centre right door mirror. Now we've got cars parked on the left hand side, so we've got to go out onto the other side of the road, so just going to be mindful if anything's coming the other way. Now I'm thinking, right, because I'm new to the area, if this is a one-way street, now what are the clues to say there isn't a one-way street? You see there's cars parked facing this way, so it can't be a one-way street. But we have got quite aggressive speed bumps, and at the end of this road at the T-junction we're going to be turning right, so I'm going to check my centre right door mirror, indicate right, and as we get to the end of the road we can see there's double white lines there and single white lines there, so it can't be a one-way street. Have a look. It's a closed junction because of parked cars. If there was no cars here, it'd be quite an open junction, this one. And then when we get into the new road, we're going to be checking our centre mirror for speed and distance, right door mirror for anything overtaking us. And we have got cars parked on both sides of the road, so again, as we said earlier, no one should have priority over the speed bumps or traffic calming methods, as the DVSA like to say. Another speed bump, so I'm going to be checking my centre right door mirror, see if there's anyone behind us, because I'm changing speed, so I'm slowing down. So every time you slow down you would check your mirrors, see what's behind it. Every time you speed up you would check your mirrors. And over the speed bump we've got nothing coming on the right. We have got a car coming towards us. We've got cars parked both sides, but we're going to get there quite a distance before then. So we've committed to the space, and it looks like we're going to be taking the next road on the left, so I'm going to check my centre and left door mirror. I am going to indicate left. I'm already in second gear because we haven't been able to go that fast because of all the speed bumps. And then around we go, and as we go into this new road, can you see 20 mile an hour speed limit sign. But it looks like it's going to be that tight, we're not going to be able to get anywhere near 20 anyway. Two people on the left hand side, just making sure they're not going to be crossing the road. Going down this little thin road, we've got a bunch of cars parked on the left hand side now. So I'm going to check my centre and right door mirror as I come out. We got someone getting into the car, into the taxi. He's got into that space, and as we look ahead we can see there's another change of speed here. So we're going to go back into a 30, and at the T-junction we're going to be turning left. So I'm going to check my centre mirror for speed and distance, left door mirror for pedestrians and cycle, indicate left. We can see at the moment as we're approaching it, it's quite closed on the left hand side because of these bushes, so I'm going to have to be prepared to stop. So I have stopped. Edge it forward. Would I walk across? Yes I would. And then when we get into the new road I'm going to check my centre mirror for speed and distance, right door mirror for anything overtaking us. It looks like it's quite a straight road, this one. We've got a speed camera there. We're not going to go anywhere near 30 miles an hour at the moment. We have got cars parked on both sides, but they are parked on the pavements. Now we've got someone, looked like they were reversing. Are they going to come out, or are they just parking up? Looks like they're just parking up. We've got cars parked on both sides, cars coming the other way. It is quite a wide road, so I'm not going to panic yet. Now as we come down here, I'm going to less space, less speed, so I'm going to go into second gear, and it looks like at the end of the road, at the mini roundabout, we are going to be turning right. That is the second exit, so I'm going to check my centre mirror for speed and distance, right door mirror for anything overtaken, indicate right, position on the road for turning right. When we get to the mini roundabout, would I walk across? Not yet, but I would now, just making sure there's no emergency services coming through. And then when I get into the new road, I'm going to check my centre mirror for speed and distance, right door mirror for anything overtaken, and away we go. Road is fairly wide, so no particular dangers. The hazard lines are quite long, okay, so they're telling us really not to be overtaken. And then as as I come round. We've got a car parked on the left hand side, so I'm going to check my centre and right door mirror. Now as we go round the bend, we can see there's a van parked on the corner, so we can't see what's coming round, but again the road is fairly wide, so I'm going to check my centre and right door mirror as I come out, because I'm changing direction. And then we've got these signs here. Can you see these signs on the amber background? So it's an accident hotspot. We have got a zebra crossing. We can see the bleacher beacons. No one is approaching it, as in pedestrians. So nothing to worry about there. We have got a petrol station on the left-hand side. Someone's pulling out of the petrol station, but there's no dangers there because they're quite far away in front of us. And as we go round this bend, it looks like it's a fairly sharp bend. There are pedestrians. Do they want to walk across? Doesn't look like they are, so we can carry on. Now, if they'd have committed to the walking across, we'd have had to have given way to them. Now, this road does look quite wide now. We've got a car wanting to pull out, but they're coming this way, so they've thought to themselves, oh, I'd easy walk across that road, so they did, and they could have easily walked across, so they did well there. We got a warning sign ahead. Now that looks like it could be a crossroads. Okay, so when we get to the crossroads, we are going to be turning left. So you can see the signpost for crossroads. So at the crossroads we are going to be turning left, so I'm going to check my centre left, indicate left, because you can't really indicate just before that one. So round we go, and then when we get into the new road, we're going to be taking our centimetre of speed and distance, right door mirror for any overtaking. The weather looks as though it's going to be a little bit grim. What we're going to do, we're going to come to a roundabout, and we're going to be turning left at the roundabout first exit, so we can see the roundabout. There's the clue, the signpost, and then we can see the chevron. So I'm going to check my centre left door mirror, indicate left, a little bit of brake on the approach, into second gear, clutch up gently, have a look. Would I jog across, because I'm driving into the junction, so would I jog across? Yes, I would. And then what am I going to do when I get into the new road? Can you remember? That's it. I'm going to check my centre mirror for speed and distance, and right door mirror for anything overtaking us. We have got pedestrians, but I mean there's a big fence in the way, so they're not going to be any problem to us. And then I come down this road. The hazard lines are quite short, so no immediate dangers. We're going to be coming to another roundabout, and at this roundabout we are going to be turning right third exit. So there it is, can you see it? Chevrons with a blue arrow, so I'm going to check my centre mirror, right door mirror, indicate right position on the road for turning right into second gear. Have a look. Would I jog across as I'm coming in? No, I wouldn't, so I'm going to have to use my brake to stop. Would I walk across because I've stopped now? Yes, I would. And then what we're going to do when we get to our point of no return, I'm going to check my centre and left door mirror, indicate left, off we come. We're going into a 30 mile an hour speed limit now, look, you can see. And then I'll turn my indicator off, speed bumps. So we don't want us going too fast. Because it looks like, although it is a 30 mile an hour speed limit, it looks like people have in the past gone a little bit too fast down here. That's why they've put the speed bumps down to slow the traffic down. And we are going to be coming to another roundabout, so let's have a competition. Who can recognise the roundabout first? And we've got a cycle crossing area. And we're coming up to a set of traffic lights, pedestrian traffic lights that is. So I'm scanning about. Is there anyone touch the button? No, there isn't. I'm guessing that could be a come on. And there's the roundabout. See the black and white arrows? So we're following the road ahead, second exit. So I'm going to go into second gear, clutch up. Would I jog across? Yes, I would. And when I get to my point of no return, I'm going to check my centre and left door mirror, indicate left, and off we come. And when we get into the new road, I'm going to check my centre and right door mirror. Still a 30 mile an hour speed limit, because we haven't seen any change of speed sign, so we only have to assume it's a 30. Oh, dogs are having a fight on the right hand side there. Bless them. can see the bicycle lane on that side. You can see the blue signs. It says pedestrians and cycles on that little lane there. And then we're going to drive down this road. It's quite a nice little area, this is. Some nice houses. We've got a bus stop here. Obviously there's no bus there. No pedestrians at the bus stop, so no dangers. As we come round the corner, looks like there's some new builds or something going on around here, so there might be some like lorries and stuff. And then over the speed bump, and then what we're going to do, we're going to get to a roundabout. Looks like we're going to be following the road ahead. Second exit. So I'm going to, a little bit of brake on the approach, into second gear, have a look. Would I jog across now? I don't know what that white car's doing. They're going across. So, get my point and return. I'm going to check my centre left mirrors, indicate left. And then we get to the next roundabout. We're going to do a left first exit. So mirrors, signal, into second gear again, clutch up, easy jog across that road. And then we'll get into the new road. I'm going to check my centre and right door mirror. And then away we go. Hazard lines are quite close together. There's lots of mud on the road because of the building sites. We're going to get to a roundabout. Looks like we're going to be taking a left first exit. So there it is. So I'm going to check my centre mirror of speed and distance. Left door mirror for pedestrians and cycles. Indicate left. In we go. Switch back up. Would I jog across? Yes, I would. Indicators come off, so I'm going to reapply it, and then when I get into the new road we can see there's a change of speed, so it goes to a 40. So I'm going to check my centre and right door mirror, and then we're going to come to another roundabout and we're going to be turning left first exit. So I'm going to check my centre mirror, left door mirror, indicate left, and we're going into another speed limit change, 50 mile an hour speed limit. Now it is governed by sets of traffic lights, this roundabout. Looks like we might be able to get up to some kind of speed. So we're going to be waiting for the traffic lights to change. There they are. So I'm going to check my mirrors as I'm pulling away, because obviously we're changing our speed. We're going onto this dual carriageway because it's got a central reservation, so it will be a dual carriageway. 50 mile an hour speed limit. Look. Looks like there's nothing stopping us from doing that speed limit as we go over. I'm guessing it's a river. It might not be. Oh, it's a railway. And you can hear the wind. Can you hear the wind? So it looks like this could be if you was a big lorry like that one in front, you'd have to be mindful of the winds. And as we go ahead, we can see there's lots of signs in front of us. And it looks like when we get to the roundabout, we are going to be doing a left first exit. Hazard lines, look, you see they're quite short, so there's not any particular dangers here. Now, we are doing a left first exit, but you can see, if you're looking at that sign, it looks like there's a bit of a filter lane, so we don't have to go to the roundabout, we can filter through. So it's a way in which they can keep the traffic from moving. So I will indicate those. So I'm going to check my centre mirror for speed and distance, left door mirror for pedestrians and cycles, indicate left. Now see the arrow? I'm going to wait for the arrow, so I'm going to go in to the filter lane area. It is on green, but it's been on green since I've seen it, so I'm just going to be mindful. Will it change? No, it won't. I'm going to turn my indicator off, and then around we come. And then are we filtering in? Oh, it looks like we just go into the lane, and there's a warning here. It's warning us there's a set of traffic lights. So we can see they haven't changed yet. So not a pedestrian, so we're going to be in the middle of the three lanes. Left hand lane is just for going into that new estate there. And then round we come. Go under this little bridge here. Still a 50 mile an hour speed limit, and it does look like we're going to have to turn right at some stage, so I'm just going to be checking my mirrors. because obviously if we're going to turn right, we're going to have to get into that lane. So there is a van coming up behind us. It is catching us a little bit, but not massive amounts. So I will be mindful of that. Looks like we will be taking a right here. Now the van is overtaking us, so I'm going to be defensive because I don't know where this right hand turn is. I mean, it looks like it's controlled by traffic lights anyway, so I'm going to be defensive. Let this car come past, van come past. Now I'm going to check my centre right door mirror, indicate right to get into the right hand lane. Now has it got a filter lane for us to make life a little bit easier? I think it has. So I'm going to check my centre right, indicate right. Now you can see the white arrow telling us to go into that filter lane. So that's exactly what I'll be doing, straight into the filter lane. I might as well turn my indicator off. Through the gears into third. And then we're going to wait for the traffic lights to change. Could take a while. There we go. So we'll check my mirrors because I'm changing speed. Nice to the green arrow. And then we're going to go this side of that ballard, the blue marker. And then in the new road, I'm going to check my centre and right door mirror. And at the roundabout, I'm going to be doing a left first exit. So I'm going to check my centre, left door mirror, indicate left. Into second gear on the approach. Have a look. Would I jog across? Yes, I would, easily enough. And when we get into the new road, I'm going to check my centre mirror for speed and distance and right door mirror for anything overtaking. Now it is quite a closed junction. Can't see they've got that van there, so I'm just going to scout round. Can I see past it? Yes, I can. No massive dangers here. And we have got a car coming the other way, but they're on the other side of the road, obviously. So no dangers. The hazard lines are quite long, so they're saying it's quite hazardous around this area. Looks like we will be taking a right back towards where the test centre is, I think. Now I can see there's quite a few driving instructor cars around, so the test centre must be quite local here. As we come round the bend, I'm going to notice the junction. There it is, so I'm going to check my centre right door mirror, indicate right, position for turning right, and then in we go, get to our point of turn, around we go. In the new road, I'm going to check my centre and right door mirror. And I'm guessing the test centre will be on our left hand side, a little bit further down this road. So check my centre left as I go past this parked vehicle. And then we've got cars parked on both sides. And there's the test centre there, look. So we're going to find somewhere to park up on the left. Okay, go into this little parking area here, and that is Preston. To be fair, I quite enjoyed that. Not massively challenging. There are a couple of 20 mile an hour speed limits that we have to be mindful of, and also lots of traffic lights. But all in all, nice test route. Okay, cheers for that. Thanks. See you on the next one.